I'm just too afraid that I'll be wrong. I overthought you, I can't get you out of my brain. Oh, it's such a shame.
Welcome back to season 4.
Hello and welcome back to Colorful Voices of Sisterhood Season 4. With me is Diana and Fitia, and we have a very special guest today, Miss Sheila right here. Today we're talking about the key steps that can set you up for success when entering the job market. Excellent. And Miss Diana is here to introduce our guest. Miss Diana?
And before we do, we look at the season of, there's a lot of people without jobs. A lot of people going through a whole lot of stuff in this season right here. So today when we, Ms. Sheila said yes to come on this show to talk to us, because people sometimes when they go, they don't even know how to present themselves for a job. Right. They take people with them for a job, for the job interview.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So I think a lot of it is going out of the school system now of teaching them how to go in the interview. And you go apply for a job, you don't take somebody else with you. Right. It's almost like a single woman going looking for a man, taking another woman with her. Like, why would you do that? You're going to choose somebody else, So to me, this topic is very interesting because we need to go back to the basic. So Ms. Sheila Darton is with NC Works Next Generation.
Next Gen program.
Next Gen. Ages 16 to 24, which is the prime season that we're looking to teach people about it. Because I know working in the corporate world, I used to see people come in and I was like, babe, at least a black pair of pants and a white top if you want to interview.
That's very important.
At least.
The appearance.
Right. Exactly.
Come in, present that first impression means a lot.
It does.
So I'm going to let you take it from here and we'll ask questions back and forth.
Okay.
Yes.
So again, my name is Sheila Darden. I'm with the Next Gen program. It's a North Carolina Commerce program, federally funded grant. And what we do is we work with youth 16 to 24 who are not in school. We do help with GED for those who need GEDs. We help with tuition, books, and fees for participants who are looking to get into the job market, whether that be CNA, pharmacy tech, phlebotomy, CompTIA, which is computer services, anything to get into employment. Our program is set up where we will assist with not only that tuition, books, and fees, we also assist with interview training.
That tuition, books, and fees mean a lot because them books are expensive.
And they are. And so we help with the interview process. We do mock interviews, all the do's and don'ts of interviews. We help with resume building.
Oh, that's
We
good.
will sit down and help them individually with resume building. We also have partnered with our local banks, such as Marine Federal and State Employee Credit Union, to do financial literacy classes. Where they come in and we actually have a session to learn how to manage your monies when you start making them. We also, in the future, will have entrepreneurship classes. I do have spoke with people from Chamber of Commerce to set those up in the future. So we do have elements that we call elements within our program that we like to make the youth well-rounded. So as they step into adulthood, into their career, that they are successful. We do work with youth with barriers. So they are low income, skill sufficient. Of course, may receive SNAP benefits, justice involved, parenting youth, homeless, foster care, runaway. So that's our eligibility for our program. And I like to call roses growing out of concrete because a lot of times, such as myself, when I was growing up, I didn't take advantage of programs that may have been available where it will help me step up and step
Yeah.
out into the adult world more successfully. So my heart's desire is to help them do just that, to be more successful, to give them a leg up and a help up into that world, into the adult world. And in this day and age, a lot of times, everyone's talking about, oh, we want people with work experience. Well, our program also offer work experience, where we work with employers to assist in that. So if they do not have the experience that they need for that, we hook them up with, a construction company or electrical company or whatever it is that they're looking to do. And then we, ask that the employer give them the experience, and we pay for them to do that.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm
Yeah.
glad that you have different kinds of programs that the next gen is doing, not just financial literacy, not just building a resume, and you have these different little initiatives. That you
Right, right.
Sheila, I want to go back on one thing. You said 16 to 24 that is not in school.
That's not in school.
Explain that for me a little bit.
Okay, so across the United States, this is part of a program, part of the program. It's across the United States. Well, here in our region in the East, we are doing the out-of-school youth. So the out-of-school youth, meaning they're not currently in high school. They're not registered for classes. So that's what we do. We sorry about that. We take care of just the out-of-school youth. So we can help with the students who are in GED classes. We can, help with the cost of that course to make sure they get it, as well as help them continue on into education.
That's awesome. So pretty much what you do is they're not in school, but you're trying to help them get their GED while also helping them get work.
Correct. Correct.
That's amazing.
So also juvenile, like kids that are in trouble, they dropped out for different
Yes.
reasons. Okay.
Our program, we're not here to judge. We're here to help. So, of course, I'll be honest with them. I'll, talk about their career choices and what they want to do. And does that really fit them? Is that something that they really think they're capable of doing? So we would discuss it, have that conversation.
You have like a boundaries, for them to guidelines that
Yes.
they need to follow. Yeah.
So do you guys have partnership with continuing education, because they do like dropped out children 17,
Yes.
16 to 17?
So I do a lot of work with youth services. I'm on the board for JCPC. So wherever I can find resources or pull resources, I do and work with them, because it's more than just me that's assisting the children. So yes, we not so much partner, but work with
With them,
and resource out, and resource is coming in as well, to help our youth in our community.
Yeah, that's good.
You also made mention of the SNAP benefits, and we all know that there's a big thing going around that there's a lot of people losing their SNAP benefits. There's a lot of people losing a lot of stuff right now. How is that affecting this program?
Well, for the SNAP benefits, it goes for a certain amount of time. They do have an end date. So those who are coming in with those benefits, if they have a end date that's surpassed our enrollment period, then they're fine. Those who are in need of food stamps, we still tell them to go apply and let DHS let them know the situation and what have you. But if they are low income and skills deficient, we still help them in that manner, because it most likely if you get SNAP benefits, you are low income, so that we can get that information.
You train them on the computers, because a lot of people are not familiar with the computers, even though I know they're young, but sometimes they don't know how to use the computer to even apply for anything. What's your skill set there?
So with the computers, I'm like, if you can navigate your cell phone, you can navigate a computer. So when it goes to come to applying, everything is done electronically. So we actually sit down and we search for jobs on our search engine, which is ncworks.gov, and we actually hit the apply button and apply right there. So a lot of my students can and will do that on their own. Very few will come in and sit down and actually do it with me, because I always say, hey, you have a phone, you have a game system. Show me how you apply on this website, and they will show me how they do it, and we get through it fairly well.
That's good.
So only you guys limited to age 16 to 24?
Yes,
Like,
ma'am.
what about up 25?
Okay.
Still, there are people
So-
that really need those skills.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. So we have WIA program
Okay.
that serve the adult and dislocated
Okay.
workers. So this program is not just my program, the youth program is called Next Gen, but WIA helps the adult and dislocated workers as well. And it's a Workforce Initiative Opportunity Act. So that is still in place. That has not changed as of yet. We do know that it will in the future. We do not know what that will look like, but you'll always need people that need a new skill, that needs to get back into the job market, that may not necessarily have the provisions to meet the needs of living now. So if they get a skill, they'll be able to get a job that will meet that need for their household. So we still have that program across WIA.
Yeah, that's because it's still like a people that need that skill.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Training.
Get back into the job market, you know, and we all know that the skills that are needed are like electrical, plumbing, masonry, welding. There's a need out there. Automotive, there's a need out there. I've read here where they're crashing, they need more than 500,000 people, and they're just not getting the people with the skills or the with the know-how of doing the job.
And I'm glad that you have that practice or mock interview, because a lot of people, they get scared about that. But to me, basic questions should be easy to answer, like what are your strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, you would think that would
Yeah,
be
but
those are basic questions, but in the employment realm, how do we answer that?
Right.
It's very scary to a child or a young
Even
adult.
adults.
Yes,
A
to
young
even
adult.
identify,
Yeah, even
somebody else
adults.
So
know
that's
you.
why I'm glad
Yeah.
that you have that mock interview.
Right.
Prepare them.
Yeah.
Right. Because if anyone said to you, what's your weaknesses?
Yeah, it's
you
hard.
may think, oh, well, I don't talk very well. Well, how can we relate that in a different way? How can we communicate that in a different way to let the employer know that I'm still capable of doing the job? I just need to work on this area. So how do we communicate that to the employer in a different way? So that's what we teach, how to communicate to a stranger that's in a professional setting that needs you to maintain professionalism and be a customer service rep. So those are tools that we teach as well.
And you work with people that has some disabilities as
I was
well
trying
too.
to
So
ask
you're
that too.
actually training them on how to work with people that think they don't have a disability.
Right.
I'll put it that way.
Right.
Because some people, when you go in, you gotta learn how to work with everybody. I've
Right.
been on an interview and was told the reason I didn't get the job is they felt like I didn't really want it. I said, so why'd I interview?
Right.
I think you're overqualified,
Yes,
Diana.
you're right.
So
How do you
I went
handle
through the
those
interview.
sentiments? Yeah.
I applied for it.
Yeah.
Because of how you felt, you said you thought I didn't want it.
Right.
Overqualified.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
you do? What they say you did? They gave you feedback. Why they felt like?
Oh, that was the feedback they gave me because I
yeah.
went back to them and asked.
Yeah, but what it make them like feel like that you didn't need the job?
That's the only thing they could tell me.
Wow.
Literally. That's
Because
the
that will help
only
you for
answer
next
they could give
interview,
me.
right?
Right.
It will help you for the next interview.
Right.
Right.
And I actually
Right.
went on mock interviews before, and I've sat on panels because I've been in leadership and management before. And I thought, so that's the answer that you gave me.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what took me up also sometimes is like when you go to an interview, after that, it seems like you already got it because of the positive things that they've been telling you, and then
And
few
there's
days you
no
got an email.
call, right? No email, no call. And I always try to prepare my youth for that as well, because blessings denied, delayed don't mean denied.
That's right.
So we always, go over, okay, what was said, what was done. Did you call back the employer? Did you get any feedback about your interview? For those who did not get the job. And a lot of times they never emailed me. They never called me back. We'll call them.
Yeah.
Find out what's
You
going
have to
on.
follow up.
Follow up, follow up, follow up. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you again. Those simple things, that they think are antiquated or not needed, are. For me, when I was growing up, I had face to face go in and get the paper application, face to face to do the interview, and the climate is changing. A lot of them are done virtually. So since the climate is changing, the practices don't change. It's just that the climate is changing. You still have to have that communication with that employer.
Yes, so I'm glad you say that. So you think it's different, like when you see people face to face and you're doing the paperwork, you think it's different than when you're doing it online?
It's just technology. It's a new age. It's just a different way of doing things. Online is a little bit different because you don't go back and do that face-to-face follow-up. You don't have where you can actually talk to the
people.
manager.
Yeah, that's what I was
the
saying.
people on the. I'm sorry. Yes, the
Yeah.
people on that work you potentially going to be working with. The online applications are different because you don't have a person that you speak with.
Right.
You are potentially leaving it up to a computer or AI to filter
Whomever
through
you
your
read it,
resume.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different in that aspect. But when you're local and you're doing things locally, I think you're more apt to be able to speak to someone or even shoot an email.
Like me, I'm a person.
Right.
I like
Personal,
that.
yeah.
Person to person, I should say. Because right now it's like Zoom calls in person. I think I'm old school. I still like
Yeah.
the in-person one.
Yeah. In person is better.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. Because you get more paper.
They can see you too. They can see
Right.
you genuine and
your
it's
personality.
a personality. First time I got hired, like 2006, on base, I didn't even finish my application. She said, "Come on for
Right.
interview."
Right.
Yeah, she take my paper.
Right.
So you,
right.
that was 2006.
Yeah, sometimes you get that where they say they want the application virtual, everything is virtual, and sometimes you just have to show up, And my daughter, who is currently at Hampton University, she says, "Mom, they don't like when you show up anymore." I'm like, "Really?" She says,
Yeah.
"No." I'm like, "Ooh." I said,
Time
"So
change.
depending on
Is it
who
COVID
you're
time?
applying to."
Time
Yeah.
change.
It's different if you're applying to McDonald's or if you're applying to a law office.
Right.
So McDonald's, they appreciate that because they know that you're interested and you really want the job. And I tell everyone, do not knock McDonald's. If you work for them, you're eligible for scholarships. You're eligible for
Really?
yes.
We got some
A
health
lot of
benefits.
teenagers too.
A lot of
15,
benefits.
16, yeah.
And especially if you're a teenager, because they have different programs that help elevate you into a managerial position. They still have McDonald University, which is a very big
Yes.
business
Wow.
university. Those things are still important. Those things are still, critical in this day and time.
Actually, I know a lot of McDonald's. Their managers like what, 18 years old, 22 years
People
old.
undermine them.
Yeah.
They have a
And they-
$1 drive-through. You can get meals. They think, no, really, that's good. I did not know that.
Yes.
It's good to know.
It's
Now
more-
you heard that McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's more to, I think we're in a season where our youth don't understand humble beginnings. So it's just a matter of teaching them, hey, you have got to learn how to work for someone in order to know how to work for yourself.
So
Now,
that's
Sheila,
true.
let me start, I'm gonna start you right there. And I believe that goes back to the parenting. Has messed our youth up by giving them too much.
I agree with
And
you.
I
don't wanna
also
work for
think,
it.
what happens if something happens to,
To
you?
me.
That youth can't survive.
Right.
Yes.
So I love what you said, that humble beginning, because we gotta teach them to work for the basic, to learn from the time they go in to apply for the job, how to interview. So I just, that part right there, because I think parenting is what's messed up a lot.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then too, it's a lot of what they see on social media. It gives them false hope. It's easy. I tell my youth, it's okay for you to be an influencer, but learn how to work for someone so you know how to manage your time,
Right.
manage your money, manage people, get resources. You will learn that from someone else. If you don't see somebody else doing it, how do you know how to do it and do it correctly?
That's right.
So it's okay to work for someone. It's okay to not start where you want to start.
Yes.
When you get the experience, then you'll know that you can negotiate your start.
Get the
Where
experience,
where
and
you
then-
get the experience, you then after that you get to negotiate your experience with someone, what your experience is worth. So it's important to learn how to work
Yes.
for someone.
Also,
first.
you respect the money. When you know you work for someone and you know how you earn the money, you're not
It
gonna
feels
just.
good.
It feels good to really, you respect the money how you want to spend. You just you don't wanna,
Right.
yeah.
That's true.
And also to learn everything, learn how to clean, learn how to cook. If it's computer shut down, what are you gonna do? What kind of job you gonna find? No, for real.
That's why I love talking about skills.
Yeah, you have to learn
because-
all skills.
Right, because I've seen way too often people with masters, even PhDs, come into our facility, and they're taking something less than what they're actually went to school for. And skills are when that part of your life has fallen by the wayside and you still need income coming in, you can always fall back on a skill.
Exactly.
Because that skill you may find out will bring in more income for your household than what you were doing before with that PhD or even that master's.
That's right.
So this I do from my heart. This is what I do for my youth because I believe in them, regardless of their background, regardless of who they are, where they came from, or who they came from. I just believe in my youth. A lot of times, I hear often, they don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
They're lazy. They're this and that. They're not lazy. They just haven't found
Their
their
niche.
opportunity.
Yes.
I'm
They
smiling.
haven't found their niche.
Yeah.
Right.
They just need instruction to say,
Right.
hey, and as parents, we have to learn to say, no, you have to work to
Right.
get this if you want.
Right.
When
Right.
especially when they get to certain age,
Right.
like, no, you have to work for what you want because, like you were saying, Diana, you don't know how long you're gonna be here,
Right.
and you're not gonna babysit your children for
Right.
the rest of their life
Exactly.
too.
I
I'm
remember when
smiling
my
because I need to learn a lot of skills.
It's not too late.
Exactly.
It's never too late.
Your
Never
passion
too late.
becomes a good skill to me.
Right.
I don't mind cleaning
Right.
because I think that's a job to me that takes special skill. I don't mind cleaning. I don't.
Cooking,
You love cooking.
cooking,
I love
cleaning, all
cleaning,
this is for me. Cooking
Right.
and cleaning is my therapeutic. No, for real, like cooking, cleaning, organized. I have not been organized, but all
Baking
this
cakes
is
is my therapy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love leadership. I love trying to. Customer service and leadership is a pet peeve of mine. Because if you can't do nothing else, you can be nice.
Right. You can be nice. Yes. Be nice.
know.
Be kind. I do believe in that. When I was younger, I didn't follow my parents' directions. It's the same today. But nothing's new under the sun. We all know that. It's just a different way of doing it. But there's really nothing new under the sun. I didn't listen to my parents. You know, I thought I knew more, was
That's
better.
what they do.
So I could see that in my youth today, the same thing. And so I tried to find a way to connect with them, to help them understand, yep, what your parents say is correct. We're just going to find a different way of telling you, of showing you, so that it clicks, you know. And hopefully it doesn't take as long as it took me. But hopefully, you know, you'll find your direction a little sooner, and we can help facilitate that with the Next Gen program.
With Asian, we have to listen to our parents.
We have to listen. Whether or not we actually follow through is
Oh,
another
you have
question.
to also, otherwise.
But what you guys do now is awesome because they are next generation, you know. We get to certain age, they the one that leading. So to have that, those skill is needed. That's
Right.
what's gonna help them to determine what kind of life they want to live, paycheck by paycheck, or they want to, you know, excel.
How old is Next Gen? When did it started?
Next, well, it was WIA Youth, and they felt the need to change the WIA Youth to something more innovative, to capture the young people a little bit more. So they changed it to Next Gen. But WIA has been around for a while. I said over 20 years. It's the best kept secret. I mean, I did not know about it until I started working for them.
I see.
And it's part of the North Carolina Commerce, unemployment commerce. It's across the United States. It works differently for each state, but it's generally the same purpose to get our youth back into, get our youth into the workforce, help them start their career.
Yeah, I like the name too, the Next Gen. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
So when how do we help get the word out? One part, and do you connect up with? I'll say the CTE building in Jacksonville for high school that can take trades.
The
How do-
Skill Center.
Yes, the
Yes.
skill center, and I think Millamont, Mount Olive also has like a plumbing. Do you connect that with all of them?
So with Skill Center, we are partnering with the Skill Center. We will be working with the Skill Center for their upcoming job fair in April.
Okay.
So we are going to be doing the resume building session with them, interview session with the children at the Skill Center. So when the job fair happens, they're ready. So we've been in talks with them and facilitating that. With the schools, I've been in the schools to help with the resume building and interview prep. I'm hoping to continue doing that, more of that. It helps get the word out. It helps them. Not everyone is, fit for college or want to go to college. Not everyone want to go into the military. So it's just another avenue for them to take a part, to look to see if they can take a part in. So we do partner with the Skill Center, with the schools. I'm always available for the schools. Also, to help get the word out, is this word of mouth is a big deal.
That's great.
WIA has been around for a long time. I have the opportunity to go into churches, even my own, to talk about in Next Gen. So any community service out there that want to know more, I'm definitely available to speak on it, because the more we can get people to understand and to take part, to take advantage of this program, they'll see the need for the program, and hopefully we'll be able to continue this program.
You okay?
Not just until the end of this program year, but to further on.
So it's another program for teenagers that dropped out. They call Job Corps. What they call?
Job Corps.
Yes. What is different, like, from you guys?
Well, Job Corp, they do some of the same things we do. The only difference is we don't have a facility where
To stay.
where the students stay. So we are more for people who are pretty much secure in their home and don't have any of the potential of not being able to stay at home. So Job Corp is more for the young people who may not have a secure location to stay, or a home over there, a shelter over their head. And they pretty much do some of the same things we do.
This is awesome.
I don't know if you
Really.
already covered this one, but do you guys give out a scholarship since that they're coming to your facility? Teenagers who cannot afford.
We don't have scholarships per se. Ecker Connects is who is the provider for Next Gen. They themselves have a scholarship per se that we can help with students who are in need of
Books, maybe, I don't know.
a car, just like down payment for something like that, or
That's even
help with
better.
rent, that type of thing. So the need has to be, obviously documented. It has to be, and it has to be given to the board so that they could make the decision of whether or not this is a true need, and can facilitate the funds, the scholarship that way.
So you guys nonprofit.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't want to be 16 anymore, but 24.
Neither do I.
but hey, there is opportunity,
Yes.
if you want to get your life right. And you
Yeah.
no,
I like the
really.
structure of it, the different programs that you help.
There's just so much resources out there.
They do.
People just have to search because you can really elevate yourself.
I wish this opportunity, other country have that. Like in Africa, in Asia, a lot of people really like they will benefit that a lot.
I bet they do also, but they just, you know what I mean.
No, they don't.
Keep it
They don't have something like
mind.
this. Yeah, they don't have, and something that maybe I have to consider to really do for the children. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, have you connected up to the Onslow County libraries as well?
Yes.
That's information that's
That's
in there.
good.
NC Works goes to the library on a scheduled basis. I'm sorry, I don't know that schedule, but they do go to the library. I have gone to the library, also to the apartment houses next to the library,
yeah.
to give out information about the Next Gen program. And they, wish for me to do that more on an annual basis. So just hoping and praying that the Next Gen will continue to be here,
Grow.
so that we can grow and be a great part of the community still.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a quota that you have to meet to make sure that everything stays in line as far as?
We don't have a quota per se, but we try to help us. Whoever comes and is eligible for the program, we try our best to help. So I want people to come. We have an open house on November 14th and November 21st to get more information about our Next Gen program and to see if you're eligible for the program so that we can get more participants. And if I could help everybody, it would be great. But there are criteria that I have to go by. So as many people as I can help, I want to.
Yeah, I was just thinking of putting it up in like McDonald's, all the different.
Places. Also, base income, like those low income area. Do you guys go to, because those areas really will help.
Like Northwoods, I just put out some flyers out in Northwoods, in the Bryn Mawr area.
Yes.
So just trying my best to.
I will give you more.
Yeah.
I will give you more information. There are
Yes.
some areas that I go for my peers. So,
Okay.
like Springfield. Have you heard that? They are nice apartment, but they don't look like they
Yeah.
are low income. Is Blue Creek?
Okay.
Yes.
Any areas that I try my best to get out. Obviously, I still be in the office to meet my participants and do more work with them. But as much as I can get out to meet employers to as well, I try my best. But any employers that want to know more about the work experience, I work, more than welcome to come and meet me, or I go and meet you. Any youth that are wanting to know more, again, the open house, or even come to NC Works, they're 8:30 to 1, Monday through Friday, If I'm not there, someone is going to make sure I get your information so I can contact you.
So obviously you don't shelter homeless, right?
No, we do
But
not,
then
but
what
we
do you-
will refer them out.
I see.
Okay.
But they do help them as far as schooling, jobs,
True.
and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Now, I had a question I read out of my.
Do you guys accept like donation or like, if you want to put your information where people
that-
they can go and donate?
Now, for donations, I would refer you to the Eastern Carolina Workforce Board,
Okay.
and they are in New Bern. So that's Eastern Carolina Workforce Board, and out of New Bern, for anyone who wants to donate.
Donate. Yes.
That's not really
Sheila,
looking
you
for a
should say
donation
no,
for this program.
but-
They're trying to get youth to get involved from 16 to 24, which is an amazing program that I just think is a hidden gem.
Yes.
You know, that a lot of people don't know about it. I need to put it on 211.
Yes.
Somebody dial 211 that can know about this right here. So
That's
I need to
awesome.
definitely get with you. So we can probably put this on 211 for people that's looking for this right here.
I was saying you should say no, but money, yes.
Yes.
No, what I
They
was
needed
saying,
more.
if they are
Yes,
non-profit,
yes,
I mean, whomever have the money, they can donate. They're helping people that continue to kind of expand and grow so they can help more
Yeah.
people.
I like it when she talked about a car, you know, maybe helping with a down payment. Now, are y'all partnering with any dealerships that may can help these kids
Maybe
get
that
a
would be
car at a
awesome.
good price?
Not that I know of, but I can definitely find out.
That
and
would be
get
a
that
good idea.
information to you in the future. But not that I know of. Not to my knowledge, if we have a partnership with a car dealer. But I can't get that information
Okay.
from you.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
Eastern Carolina Workforce Board does have a lot of partnerships that they work with. We do have board members who are serve as CEOs and owners of businesses here in Nassau County. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I think is an excellent program. But before we go any further, I kind of want to start it like from the beginning. When they go in to look for an interview, what are tips that you tell them?
When they go in, and they have an interview set, I always talk about first impressions, what to wear. Always, because the first impressions does
Last,
count.
yeah.
It does count. Not everyone is like me and kind of bypass the pajamas that you're wearing. You have to make for a good impression. You have to let that employer know that you do want to work. So you have to show up knowing that you want a job. So that we talk about that. We talk about hygiene. We talk about communication, eye contact, good eye contact, how to answer questions, being clear. Not you don't have to use your outside voice, but don't mumble. Don't be so low that you're
confident.
like you have to be confident, right? Confident in your speech. You know your name, so let me hear you say your name. You know, those simple things. Handshake, that's very important. We don't shake hands like this. We
How you gonna shake?
grip.
You know
grip
how-
your hand.
This is how we shake my
yeah.
country. My country, you have to hold your hand. It means that it's respect.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So
when you're holding, you're supposed to hold
We
your hand
teach
like
the
this.
same thing in
Yes.
the pageantry.
Yes.
Yeah, you should.
yes.
That's respect.
Yes, I get a lot of my tips. So my daughter was a pageant queen, so I get a lot of tips from that. But being confident, speak confidently, speak assured of who you are, answer questions clear.
So
No,
what
if
tip
they-
you will give? Say they might not have clothes. What like sample
what I was
clothes that they can
Okay.
wear?
So Salvation Army has given us vouchers, or
Okay.
we write a letter asking that the student be able to pick out clothing.
Okay.
That's great.
We
Good.
always give them tips. Okay, Salvation Army, if not them, ask family members, hey, can I borrow, clean pair of pants? I always talk about ironing your clothes, about, making sure your clothes are clean and ironed. I don't care if your best pair of jeans, if that's all you have, make sure it's clean. Polo shirt, collared shirt. If a t-shirt is all you have, make sure it's your best clean ironed t-shirt.
It's not
So
wrinkled,
right. So your best, just put forth your best, and make sure it's cleaned and ironed,
Yeah.
because people do look at that.
Also, hygiene. If you can afford the good things about dollar store, they do have this spray and deodorant. They have soap and anything you need. Really, you
Right.
can find from dollar store.
And if hygiene is an issue, I have a little donation kit that we give for us, whether that be cologne, everything from the soap, toothpaste, toothbrush to cologne.
Now, do you take donations to that?
Yes,
For that, okay.
That's
because with my church we do donations. We love to donate to the Onslow County Homeless Shelter, and we usually have a surplus, so we pick a day. Okay, everybody bring everything. We load it in our trailer and we drop it off.
That's awesome.
So when those donations get plentiful, we try to use them with whoever we can. We also, with my church, we also do go out and do evangelizing, far as we give out to homeless shelters, so that stuff does not go to waste. To people on the street, not homeless shelters, but people on the street. We do book bags. We just throw whatever we have in there, and we just give it out. When God bless you, here you go. So when I get a surplus of the kits, I do give it out.
That's good.
Because I don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah.
And if I have to stop, where I work, there's plenty of people that may be able to use it. So I just give it out because I want it to keep circulating, so that I don't want to have a surplus sitting around.
Right.
Someone's always in need of something, and you don't have to be homeless to be in need. So
No.
I just
and
love.
pride, I don't. If you need it, take it.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Put it in your bag. If it's
Actually,
just
the
love-
one that in suffering inside have a shelter, they the one that really need the most because they proud. They don't want to go out there to ask for. So, homeless people, you can see they are homeless. They are in need. Like you say, some people, they really need,
right.
but they don't
They
want
don't have to be homeless to be in need.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys are doing such a wonderful job.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I
This
just
is
love
needed.
it when, an organization is helping this organization and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm glad we found this hidden gem because I think this information is amazing, and I think a lot of people can help spread the word. We can
Yes.
help more people
Yes.
with this right here.
Right.
Yes.
And just a note, a lot of classes are starting in January.
Okay.
So if they could please come out
Yes, I-
between November, again, the open house, and December, so I can determine your eligibility, get you enrolled in our program, so you can get started in January for those classes.
Now, if they take classes, do you guys, they come to the office to take them, or you take them from home?
From the office. So the classes are done in our local community colleges.
Okay.
So whether that be Coastal, Cape Carteret, Craven, Cape Fear, James Front, we cover any of those community colleges in our surrounding areas.
Now, Sheila, do y'all have any jobs from home for these kids?
We look. So
Okay.
if NC Works has one that says it's remote, we apply and we try to get them linked up with that employer.
Now, if they
That-
need help with a computer, you guys help with that?
We will have to go through our other entities to see if we can help with the computer, such as our Eckers Connect scholarship program.
Yeah, that would be nice if they can find a job at home, for home. Especially those who don't have
That
any cars. Yeah.
transportation, or we are in an age of a lot of people are anxiety ridden, so they may be able to work but just not around people. So yes, we try our best to try to facilitate that as well.
That's good. And then, there's some maybe financial institutions sometimes or different places that get rid of their laptops after
Right.
so long. Maybe they can donate that
Correct.
computer so that person from home can
Correct.
actually have a computer from home.
Correct.
But you're right. We're in, a lot of people deal with a lot of anxiety.
So
Yep. So that's really good. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Yes, man.
think a lot of
Thank you
good
for having
information.
me.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate
So,
it.
your location is 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 106, Jacksonville. And that is y'all behind Marrakesh.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
She loves me. We love Marrakesh, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
But-
Open house November 14th and November 21st, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 106.
From what
behind
time?
Marrakesh, from 12 to 1 at the
12 to 1.
NC Works Career Center.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining in to it today. We always appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share at all times because we need your support. But we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Thank you,
Have a good
Sheila.
one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be
Thank
safe
you.
for Veterans Day as well. Happy
Thank
Veterans
you.
Day to all our veterans.
Yes.